Hey John, you wanna play Mario Party 2?
We always play old games, Aaron. Why can't we play something new?
Well then, John, what game do you want to play? Let's play Mario Maker! Suck! Yeah!
Welcome to BitBuds.
Today, we're going to be reviewing
Super Mario Maker! Oh yeah! Super Mario Maker, for a game that's come out in recent weeks, it's got some pretty amazing graphics, especially for everything that's involved with it. One of my favorite things about the game is the actual different eras of Mario being represented fairly and well, actually. They all look crisp, and they look colorful. Another thing I really like is the level editor and all the enemies and objects really put into it. They look great and fit into any era of Mario without any kind of trouble. Now, one thing I do have a big gripe about is the menus in Super Mario Maker. They're kind of misleading. When you're trying to get to the level editor or you're trying to do other things in Super Mario Maker, it really is kind of hard to navigate and you can get lost and you can end up being where you don't want to be at. But I think the biggest gripe I have about the game, with everything else being pretty good about it, is the shadows behind everything you make and everything you play. It's like you're a prop setter for the game and you're not actually creating the game in any kind of way, and it makes you feel disheartened because you really want to be that person that made a real Mario level, and this game just doesn't provide that with the shadows in the background. Anyway guys, that's my review on the graphics for this game.
Alright, so moving on, we have the controls, which the main controller is going to be the Wii U gamepad, which is my first complaint, actually. I love the fact that when you're actually doing the levels itself, when you're making them, you get to use the gamepad. It's perfect. It's flawless when it comes to like moving blocks around, adding things, adding enemies. It's perfect. I wouldn't have it any other way. But the other part of the controller, which is the buttons themselves, I think that they retract from the experience. They don't feel like they used to feel. They don't feel like they control the same way. I don't like it because just the buttons suck. The Wii U gamepad's always had crappy buttons, and I mean, I just say that with any game. They haven't even remixed any of the controls for the Wii U gamepad to make it feel fresh or new. On a more positive note, however, the game is definitely very precise. It is as precise as it's been for the past 30 years. Mario's always been pretty flawless when it comes to the actual controls themselves, not the controller, but the actual fluidity of the controls. It's very smooth, reactive, overall just very nice. To sum it up, if you've played any other Mario game, the controls are exactly the same. You're gonna love it no matter what.
Being a Super Mario Maker game, this game has to be easily accessible to new people who are playing it, i.e. not Castlevania 1. Oh my god, this is so dumb, why did that bat kill me? Anyways, moving on to the point of approachability, one of the things I really liked about this game is that you can easily find players' levels, especially on YouTube. YouTubers like the Game Grumps have their levels, and YouTubers like Gerard have their levels on YouTube and their codes up so you can actually get their levels and play them and be frustrated, which is awesome. And the gamepad is really great for making levels very complex, and it's awesome how you can use the stylus to place anything you're using. The gamepad is just really great, and the way they implemented it into the game is fantastic. One of the things I really don't like about the game, to be completely honest, is that new players that are going to be approaching this game from a standpoint of, I've never played Super Mario before, are going to actually have a little bit of trouble grasping the concepts of the mechanics for this game, especially Super Mario World. That is from my perspective, that I might be somewhat biased about that. But Super Mario World's controls were really hard for me. The cape and everything else just I didn't get at the first moment. But new players might have trouble with that. I personally had trouble with it, and I think that those mechanics are really hard to understand right off the bat. But the nice thing about this game is that it does let you learn the mechanics in a fun and fair way.
Alright, so moving on to one of my favorite parts of any video game is the music. It's Super Mario, so you've pretty much heard all the tunes before. Anywhere from the original to New Super Mario Bros. U, it all sounds the same actually. They didn't remix any of it, which is actually really disappointing. But they did happen to add a few things well, by a few, I mean literally about 2 tunes to the original Super Mario Brothers, which is they're great tunes, by the way. But I really feel like they should have added more. I mean, it is technically a new game, and they may have old styles, but I feel like they could have added a lot more, and I'm actually kind of disappointed that they didn't. I also have one more small gripe when it comes to the musical options, is the fact that it does not exist. We do not get the ability to put a certain musical score in our level, which by this time, you think you'd be able to, because in Super Smash Bros. For Wii U, you do have that option where you can choose which music you want to play. But you don't have that feature in this one in a game where you're supposed to make your own personal level, and I just don't get that. But anyway, being the Super Mario fan that I am, I'm always gonna love the music that comes with it. I just wish Nintendo put a little bit more effort into the music and added some new tracks.
So in conclusion for Super Mario Maker, we kind of wanted to talk about a couple of additional things that we liked and disliked about the game, and we also wanted to give our final score on the game. John, take it away with that first point we wanted to talk about.
Okay, so what I thought was really neat was the fact that it has the amiibo support for pretty much any amiibo at all. I mean, they even got like stupid ones like the Inklings from Splatoon. They have that in there as well. But I thought that was a really cool feature, and the fact that whenever you do get the amiibos, you get the little mushroom thing, it changes the song that plays, and it also changes the song at the end whenever you get to the goal line. But I thought that was really neat.
And another thing too I kind of wanted to talk about that really infuriated me to a point of like rage was that the fact that the pipes can easily be deleted when you're using the level editor in Super Mario Maker. This is the most frustrating thing to build a level and then try and go back in between the underground and above levels and for you to delete the pipe. It doesn't even ask you if you want to delete it.
So, I am using Mario Maker, and let's just say I'm gonna delete these blocks all around my pipe. Oh no! I deleted my pipe, which is the only way that you can access the other area. But just they don't. You have to do a new pipe, and then you have to do this, and then you have to drag Mario into it, and then. Yeah, and then you have to place another exit pipe because the pipe you placed before is dumb and can't connect to the old pipe. Yeah, this is Mario Maker. This is fucking stupid.
You actually have to drag Mario back onto the pipe just to make it usable. It's so frustrating. Nintendo, why did you do that? But anyways, there's just one big thing I had to talk about. It's so horrible.
So yeah, but another thing that I've noticed is, it's a gripe this time. You have to go through a lot of shitty levels to get to any good levels when you're playing the 100 Mario Challenge.
Hey, John, this is your favorite level, right?
It's called Totally Automatic. I'm doing so good right now.
Are you? Oh, yeah, that looks like lots of fun. That you look like you're having fun. Smile, John.
I mean, if you go through it and play it, I had an experience where I went through about 8 levels, and about all of them were shit. I mean, the last one wasn't too bad, the castle level, but there's too many levels where you just play, like they play themselves. And I think that takes away from the experience. It's not fun, and then you just get a bunch of random levels where like a 5-year-old makes it, and it's like, here we go, here's the start, and you jump on this, and then you're at the goal. So yeah, I thought that was pretty fucking stupid. Anyway, Aaron, take it away.
So, the last thing we kind of want to talk about that's kind of on our list were the sound effects, and the level editor are actually a really great addition to Super Mario Maker. It's so ingenious that you can place a hidden block somewhere while your friend is playing, and they're going to hit that block, and it's going to be like, do-do-do-do-do-do-do, and it's going to mess them up, and they're going to die, and you're going to laugh. And it really just brings joy, and it really centers around the game is about having fun with your friends and everybody else online. So now we're actually going to give our grade on each section. For graphics, I'm going to give it an A-.
For controls, I'm going to give it a B.
Approachability, I'm going to give the game an A-.
And for the music, I'm going to give it a resounding A-. So in conclusion, our final score for Super Mario Maker is going to be a B+.
Thanks for watching our review on Super Mario Maker.
Yeah, it was a really painstakingly annoying process, so we made it for you though, so it was totally worth it.
Yeah, if you guys liked our video, like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you guys kind of want to see.
And if you're more interested in Let's Plays, we also have some of those coming too. Our first one's going to be Yoshi's Woolly World.
And that should be a lot of fun. We're pretty excited about that.
Yeah, definitely. But subscribe, and if you would share our video, that'd be awesome.
That'd be really cool.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Yeah. Yeah!